Welcome to this Vinyasa yoga class. My name is Natalie and I will lead you through this 45-minute Vinyasa flow yoga class. We will focus on the shoulders today, so we'll do lots of poses that are beneficial to the shoulders, either to strengthen them or to make them more flexible. All my poses are suggestions. You can always take a different pose, do an alternative, and you can also always take child's pose during the class at any time. The class is best suited for beginners and intermediate students, but really it's an all levels class. Everybody is welcome. Let's start. Come and sit down on your yoga mat or on a block or a cushion. Lengthen the spine all the way up to the crown of your head. Relax your shoulders, relax your legs. Close your eyes and start to focus on your breath. Making your in and exhalations a bit longer and deeper. And breathing in and out through the nose. Let everything around you be more in the distance. Let all your attention be on yourself, you and your yoga mat as some nice yoga island. And also notice how the breath moves in and out of your body. And if you're familiar with Ujjayi breath, you can start practicing it. If you've not heard of it, you can focus on breathing in and out through the nose. With Ujjayi breath, you're tightening the back of your throat just a little bit. You're really kind of sucking in the air through the windpipe and letting it out just as slowly. And it will create a hissing sound, which is louder than your thoughts, so it's kind of meditative. And also it helps you to warm up your body faster. And then start to lift your pelvic floor and pull in the lower abdominals, which are called your Mula and Uddiyana Bandha in yoga philosophy. This is to help you keep the energy inside your body and also for correct posture and support of your lower back in some of the poses. Try and make every in and exhalation of equal length. And then it's time to set an intention. What would you like to focus on today in this class? And then if you're sitting on something, gently take it to the side and slowly open the eyes and start to move with your breath. On your inhalation, bring your arms up. And only when you start to exhale, bring them down. So let your breath guide you. Your movements will follow your breath. One more. And let's place our hands on our knees and make circles with our upper body to gently open up the lower back and the hips a little bit as well. You can do this as slow or fast as you like. If I'm going faster than you do it, that's fine. You can always do it slower. Try and follow the breath again. On your inhalation, you're in the front part. And on the exhale, you gently hang on the knees with a round spine. Make sure you do both sides. If you've not changed, do the other side as well. And then, if you can interlace your fingers behind your back, interlace them. Otherwise, grab your elbows, chest forward, shoulders down. And exhale, relax. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Then see if you can slide your hands a little bit forward and reach through your fingertips, stretching out your spine and your arms. And then slowly come back on all fours. I'll show you from the side. Hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Then let me start with my left leg so you can see it properly. If my left leg is forward, I'm going to make circles with my left arm. We're going to make 3 big circles to gently open up the chest and shoulder on this side. Inhale, top part. Exhale, bottom part. Keep following your fingertips with your gaze. And like I said, you can also do it a bit slower than me if you like to. That's fine. Now we're going to go into the other side. So the left hand is going to go on the inside of the foot, knee and shoulder together. And then the right arm is going to make circles. Nice and big circles, following your breath. Inhaling, top part of the circle. Exhaling, bottom part, one more. And exhale. Now switch sides. I'm going to bring my right foot in front. I'm going to leave my left hand underneath my shoulder. And then with my right arm, I'm making circles. And notice how your upper body is rotating. When you exhale, the chest is down. When you inhale, the chest is up. Exhale. Inhale, last circle. Exhale. Inhale. And then to the other side. Right hand on the inside of the foot, underneath your shoulder. You can also do it on your fingertips or on your flat hand. And here we go. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Last one. And come back on all fours. Now with my right hand, I'm going to go underneath with my hand palm facing up. I'm going to follow it with a rotation in my upper body. And then I'm going to stretch out to the side. Let's do that 3 times. Exhale here. Inhale. Reach. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And then let's do the other side. Exhale underneath. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale. Now we're going to prepare for downward dog. So place your hands on the mat, shoulder width apart, fingers widely spread, middle fingers facing forward, tuck your toes under, and gently come into a downward facing dog. You can bend the knees, that's fine. First focus on lengthening your arms and your spine and bringing your chest closer towards your big toes. You can gently walk in place to stretch out the back of your legs. And focus on your breath. Try to make a long and deep breath in and out through the nose. Then we leave the legs as they are and we focus on the upper body. Let's make a tiny round arch in the shoulders and then bring the chest towards the big toes. So very small movement. Inhale and exhale. 2 more. Inhale, so focusing on the shoulder girdle. Exhale, last one. Inhale and exhale. Then look towards your hands and slowly walk your feet forward. And keep them hip distance apart. Then bring your arms like this, cross them. And with knees bent, relax your neck and shoulders. And move from left to right. Releasing any tension in the back or the back of your legs. Then let the arms rest. Bend the knees a little bit further. Bring the hips a little bit more backwards. And then slowly roll up. Pressing the feet down in the floor. And slowly standing up. Then stand in front of your mat. Let's do sun salutation A for more warming up. Inhale, bring your arms up. Exhale, slowly bow forward. Inhale, lift your chest, lengthen the spine. Exhale, jump or step the feet back into high plank. And then either come into cobra or upward dog. Cobras like this. Lift the chest, roll the shoulders to the heels. And exhale, press through the hands and tighten your core to come into downward dog for 5 breaths. 1, keep lengthening your arms and your spine. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Look towards your hands, jump or step in between. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Bring your arms with you up. And exhale, bring your arms down. One more. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale, cobra or upward dog. Inhale. Exhale, 5 breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Look towards your hands, jump or step in between. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. And exhale, bring your arms down. Now, if you can, interlace your fingers behind your back. And then let's step the feet hip distance apart. If you can't interlace the fingers, just grab your elbows. That's also fine. And then inhale, lift the chest, and exhale, fold forward. Keeping the hips above your feet. So the weight is not only on the heels, but also on the balls of your feet. And then let's bend the legs on the inhalation. Lengthen your spine, look up. Exhale, straighten the legs and fold. Inhale. Exhale. You don't have to go as far as I'm showing you. Wherever you are is fine. Hanging onto the elbows or with fingers interlaced. One more. Inhale. And exhale. Let's stay here for 3 breaths. 1, 2, and 3. Press the feet down in the floor, lift your pelvic floor and slowly come up. Release the arms and let's do 2 shoulder rolls. Inhale, shoulders up, exhale down and one more. Inhale and exhale. Now we're gonna come into warrior B. Your left foot will take a big step back and your left foot will be parallel with the short side of your mat. Your right toes are pointing forward to the other short side of the mat and your hips are opening up like the long side of the mat. Bring your arms horizontally like this. And then on your inhalation, move to the side and bring your arm by your ear, reach through your fingertips. And exhale, upper body up straight. 3 times. Inhale, lengthen, reach. Exhale, upper body vertical. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now let's come to the side and we make big circles with our upper arm. So the left one for me. Inhale, top part of the circle. Exhale, bottom part. And really focus on your shoulder. Feel how your chest rotates down and then it moves up. And how much that opens up your shoulder joint on this side. And then from here, move back into warrior B and come to the other side. Right toes in, left toes out. Left knee bends. Inhale, lengthen the side of your body. Exhale, up straight. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And then move to the side and make big circles. Doesn't really matter which side, just do what comes to you. Feel instead of think. Nice deep breath. Last one. And then come up. Now we're gonna move to the other side again and we're gonna bring the feet a little bit closer together. So about 1 meter distance between the legs is just fine. You're gonna move your hip to the back leg. So for me, the left hip towards my left foot. And then I'm gonna reach forward to my right arm. Make sure your upper body is not like this, but it's above your front leg, so the right leg for me. Then you're gonna relax your arm behind your back. So let it just hang nicely like this. And then we're gonna dip our shoulder. So when you exhale, dip the shoulder down. And inhale, rotate your chest, shoulder up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Last one, exhale. And inhale. Gently bring your arm up, reach, and slowly come to the other side. So we're doing triangle pose, but instead of making our arms in a long line, we're letting the top arm relax. And then we're going to focus on the shoulder here. Rotate your upper body. Inhale, chest up, shoulder up. Exhale, down. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, come up. Gently lengthen your arms and slowly come back up. Now move the feet a bit wider again. So the ankle should be below your wrists if your arms are like that. And then again, if you can, interlace your fingers behind your back. If you can't, you can grab your elbows. Inhale, lift your chest. And exhale, fold forward. Keep your spine long. Let your arms relax away from your back. So it might be closer to your back like this. Or maybe they're already hanging towards the floor. Doesn't matter how far you get. It's important that you work on the stretch and the feeling in your body today. Now in the inhalation again, let's bend the knees, lengthen our spine, And exhale, straighten the legs. Work with how far you can get. You don't have to overdo it. Inhale and exhale. One more. Inhale and exhale. Let's stay here. Make sure the weight is on the back of the feet and the front of the feet. Legs are straight with a tiny bend in the knee. Don't overstretch the knee. Nice deep breath. And don't push your arms down, but breathe into your shoulders and let it happen. 3 more breaths. 1, 2, and 3. Press the feet in the floor. Lift your pelvic floor. Slowly come up. Relax your arms to do 2 shoulder rolls. Inhale up. Exhale down. One more. Inhale up. And exhale down. And step your feet together in front of your mat. Let's do a Vinyasa, half a sun salutation. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, slowly bend forward. Inhale, lift your chest. And exhale, jump or step the feet back and come into upward dog or cobra. Exhale into downward dog for 5 breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Gently bring the knees down. Now we're going to go into puppy pose. Keep the hips above the knees and gently slide the hands forward. In the beginning, you're working toward getting your forehead towards the floor. After a while, when your chest gets closer, you might want to lift the head or rotate it to one side. So you have room for the chest to get towards the floor. Really reach through your fingertips. Lift your pelvic floor. Bring in a stretch into your shoulders for 3 more breaths. 1, 2, and 3. Inhale, slowly come up. Now we're going to move the arms in for dolphin. So we're going to support ourselves on our underarms in this pose. You can interlace your fingers or hold a fist, whatever you feel like. But what's important is that you push the whole bottom arm into the floor. And from there you come into your downward dog like this. And then we're going to move the hips down, and then the shoulders are in front of the elbows. And then you move up, and then you want to aim for bringing your chest towards your toes. So this part is also about flexibility in your shoulders, also about strength, because you have to keep pushing yourself away from the floor, like in downward dog, but instead of your hands with your underarms. And then this is mainly strength, and also in your abdominals, in your shoulders and your abdominals. You must feel it. 5 times. Inhale, lift your hips. Exhale, bring the hips down. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale. Then slowly come on your knees, and we're gonna go towards a next pose. For this pose, you're gonna rest on the top of your head. Not a lot of weight on it, but still a little bit. So you might want to fold your mat double, or maybe you have a yoga prop on which you can rest your head. I actually have one here, right here. This is nice and soft to rest your head on. You could use something like that, or a little cushion, but you want it to be firm enough so you don't slip. Ideally, you want to be able to interlace your fingers behind your back like this. If you can't, you can grab your elbows again. Then you very gently place your head with the crown of your head on the floor. So not your forehead, but the top of your head, the crown of your head. And then you let your arms relax. Keep the hips above the knees. And really make sure you're on the top of your head, the crown of your head. So your neck is now vertical. And it's a safe pose for you to do. Now breathe into your upper back. Let your shoulders relax more and more. Focus on your breath long and deep. In and exhalations, in and out through your nose. 2 more breaths. 1. And 2. Very slowly come up and stay here for 1 breath. Noticing any sensations in the body. Then we are going to come back into the pippy pose and see how our shoulders feel now compared to a couple of poses before. So the pippy pose, hips above the knees, slide your hands forward, bring your chest towards the floor. And surrender to the pose, let gravity do the work for you. You focus on deep breaths. 3 more. 1, 2, and 3. Slowly come up. And then from here, we're going to bring our right hand underneath with the hand palm facing up like we did in the beginning. But then we're going to stay in the pose. So rest on your shoulder, maybe more on the back of your head or on the side. You can turn your hips or you can try and keep them above the knees. Try and find a nice way for you to stretch your back. So from your shoulder blades, for me, from the right shoulder blade, because my right arm is underneath, in the diagonal line over my back. 2 more breaths. 1 and 2. Slowly come up. And let's do the other side. Left arm underneath, hand palm facing up, and find your way into the pose. 3 more breaths. 1, 2, and 3. Slowly come back on all fours. And then from here, try and find a nice position for you to sit for some more shoulder stretches. If you can sit like this, if that's comfortable in your ankles, you could, for example, have a block or a cushion. So you're sitting on it like this. You could also sit like this. Maybe you need some things under your knees, so you're sitting a bit more comfortable, or a bit higher, like this. And then if you found your position for sitting for these next shoulder stretches, we can start. So I'll try and be a mirror image. So this is my left arm, but you can now follow me like a mirror. So your right arm in front of you, and then you pull it towards you. So you feel the stretch here on the outside of your shoulder. 3 breaths. 1, 2, and 3. Then you're going to bring your hand in between your shoulder blades and gently pull on the elbow and then bring it back with your head. So from the back, you see my hand is in between my shoulder blades and I'm pulling on the elbow. So I bring the stretch in my shoulder and not in the triceps. 3 breaths. 1, 2, and 3. Then gently bring your arms up, hand palms forward, and then hand palms together. And then bring them back as far as possible, shoulder stretch. Make sure you're not arching in your back. Bring those lower ribs together. So you bring the stretch in your shoulders and not in your back. 3 breaths. 1, 2, and 3. Gently lower your arms, one shoulder roll, and then the other side. Your left arm, pull it towards you. You can play with it, bring it a little bit higher or lower. See what you need, what feels good. 3 breaths. 1, 2, and 3. Then you bring that hand in between your shoulder blades, pull on the elbow, bring it back with your head, and pull in those lower ribs so you don't have a back that's too arched. 3 breaths. 1, 2, and 3. Cross your arms like this, hand palms together. Bring your arms back. 3 breaths. 1, 2, and 3. Relax your arms. Maybe they feel warm or they're tingling. That's good. Now on your inhalation, lift your shoulders towards your ears. And then exhale, let them go and say, let's do that one more time. Inhale, all your responsibilities and worries. And exhale, release. Everything relaxed. Now let's do a big shoulder and chest opener. You have multiple options. If you can't support yourself on your hands, you can do it like this, sitting down. If you can support your weight on your wrists, on your hands like this, you can come in a table pose, and you can either bring your head back or keep your chin on chest, or you have your feet together like this, and then you point your toes away from you. Let's stay here for 3 more breaths. Lift your hips. 1, 2, and 3. Slowly lower your hips, cross your ankles, and try to lift yourself off the floor. If you can do that just with your toes, and if you can do that just without the feet. That's it. Now let's do a nice forward bend. If you can sit like this, you can move with your hands forward into the pose. If you're more sitting like this, your hamstrings are pulling you tight. You might want to lengthen yourself like this or like this, pushing yourself away from the floor, lengthening. It might also be that you have to bend your knees a little bit and try to sit up straight like this. If you can go further down like this, that's fine, but don't do it like this with an arched back. Lengthen it from your tailbone to your crown when you bow forward. So you want to tilt in the pelvis. Flex the feet, and then wherever you are, relax, focus on your breath. I'm going to count the breath in this pose. If you already want to in or exhale, and I'm not there yet in the count, that's fine. Please do. As much as you can, try and follow my count. First, inhale, and then exhale completely to empty your lungs. So we can start together. Here we go. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. Inhale. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. Inhale. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. Inhale. Exhale. And then slowly come back to your own breath. Come, sit up. And then I think it's time for the final relaxation. And yes, it is. So come lie down on your mat. Find a comfortable way of lying down on it. You might want to put like a nice cushion under your knees. You might want to stay warm. Maybe you have a blanket close to you, which you can place on top of you, because it's easier to be relaxed and stay relaxed when you're nice and warm. Then if you're lying down like me, and if you have a little sore back, then it might be nice to have your feet on the floor and let the knees fall together. Otherwise, you can just straighten the legs in Shavasana. Roll the toes inwards and outwards, and then let them roll outwards. So your legs are lying down, totally relaxed. Then do the same with your hands. Roll the hand palms down and facing up. And then let them lie down with the hands and palms facing up. Then only lift your chest, bring your shoulder blades a little bit closer together and lie down fully on your shoulder blades. And then roll your head from one side to the other. Back to center, chin to chest. And head relaxed on the floor. So your neck and shoulder muscles are relaxed. Now as the body is getting more and more relaxed, let the body take over the breath. You don't have to think about it anymore, make it bigger or deeper. It can become more superficial or shallow. The body will do it for you. Then start to relax your face. First, relax your jaws, and your tongue is in the back of your throat. Relax your lips. Relax your nose and your cheeks. Relax your eyes and eyelids. Relax your ears. Relax your forehead. Relax all the skin on your head. Now your whole body is relaxed. You can start to relax your mind. You can stay here lying down for this mindfulness practice. I will sit up because I will read a short story, but you can keep lying down. If you're not comfortable with closing your eyes, you could also keep them open and just stare to a point on the ceiling. Then become an observer of your breath. Focus on how the breath is moving in and outside your body. Notice all the movements in your body and all the differences between the in and exhalation. Staying the observer, not changing the breath, only observing it. And also staying awake, present in the now. I'll let you practice this for the next minute, and then my voice will return. What good is the warmth of summer without the cold of winter to give it sweetness? What if nothing bad ever happened in life? Have you ever considered that? What if every day was beautiful and everyone always had good health, people who loved them, a nice place to live, abundant food and drink, and work they enjoyed? What if Earth were a utopia? What if no one ever died? Imagine that for a moment. In this scenario, would we be incessantly happy? I don't think so. I think we need the bad to be able to appreciate the good. I believe we need the darkness to be able to bask in the light. I also think we need the unknown, the mystery, to have gratitude for the real in the now. Human life presents us with contrasts. The yin and the yang are both necessary to form the whole. Let's work to be present to all of it. Now think to yourself, I need the darkness to be able to bask in the light. And slowly become aware of the room where you are. Become aware of your body. If you like to lie down a bit longer, please do. You can pause the video. Otherwise, gently move your fingers and your toes and pretend you're waking up in your bed, stretching out your arms. And then pull in the knees towards your chest to gently roll on one side. And then slowly push yourself up to a sit so we can end the class together with the bow. Come sit up, bring your hands in front of your heart. Close your eyes one more time and think of that little story that says we might need the dark to appreciate the light. And then slowly bow forward. And slowly come up. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you have a great day and I would like to see you again next time.